things are stopped. Progress has stopped. Nothing has advanced. We're just still stuck. CPU, Central Processing Unit, 32-bit, 64. That's it. We haven't advanced since then. They're still making more processors, squeezing it, making them run seemingly faster. Still have the bottleneck. The 64-bit processing system in the motherboard is still bottleneck memory. Make it faster, but still have that same bottleneck. It's still not progressing enough. Just slow down there. We have advanced one thing, though, in computers, and you know what that is? AI. AI is the new norm. Everything wraps around the AI. AI is everything. Yeah, because they say, hey, make the computer talk, make the computer react, make the computer do everything it's supposed to do. It's great. I enjoy it. I like to have the computer talk back. And you can talk and have a conversation with the computer. And you can analyze and figure out things and use your mind. But a lot of people are not using their minds anymore. They rely on the process. Because the AI, it could write you anything you want. You just tell it, and it'll write it. Nobody has the creative thought again. You just have to tell the AI, and it'll just do it. Might not make it perfect. Might have to pay more money to do it the correct way, but it can do it. It can think, reason, understand, comprehend, and function. But it can do it. And that's how much progress we have done in that territory. Houses in the past made out of wood, real oak, real wood, not what they're putting together today. So yes, some houses are stick, some are still concrete. I'm lucky that this house is built with concrete. Hurricane or bad weather comes, tornadoes, twisters, whatever it is, let's keep on spinning. The roof, different story, can handle up to 150-mile-an-hour winds, but 180 did come in through here, and it did survive. Because my late father wanted longer nails. Because most roofers, they put nails about this much into the plywood. So here's the thing, it's a plywood. This is how much the nail is. So a little bit. But what I got up in the attic is like this, so much longer. They hold on better. But he did that for a reason, because he knew, because from previous house that we had, bad weather will pull up the shingles and they'll come right up, So that's it. But a lot of houses are made with wood. They might look like there is brick, but that's just stucco with some cement, and just push the bricks on and make it look like it's a brick house, but it's not really a brick house. There's wood behind that, plywood, and then wood beams. A lot of houses don't have basements. It's just concrete foundation. It's done correctly with the gravel and the wire and everything to keep the foundation strong. It won't sink, but eventually houses do settle in. You go further up north in New England, a lot of houses up and down. It's all stick. Wind come in, that whole thing come down. A lot of them did come down, but that's how they make them. They make them cheaper. But in the South, where there's hurricanes, you have to make the house withstand a hurricane. You can't make it out of stick. Stick houses blow away. Trailer parks blow away. Metal house, yeah. Yeah, that's another story there too. A lot of people live in a trailer. The trailer is turned into a house. They took off the wheels, they make it look like a house. But again, hurricane comes in, it take all that up and twist it out. Those live on the beach and the coast. Hurricane comes in, if it's not a concrete block, it's like creating a barrier. Yeah. Again, not built properly, gone. There's nothing you can do. Flooding. Even though the house is built properly, floods, water can come in. If they don't make the house higher off the ground, make the whole neighborhood have drainage systems. Some neighborhoods don't have drain, so it floods. It's like a flood. You just flood up with water. That's the way it is, and there's nothing you can do about it. But you don't know this before you buy the house. You should find out if it's a flood zone. How talk to other neighbors. Are they experiencing flood? Don't just rely on real estate and all this other thing like this. Now, technology. We have modern television sets. TV sets that can they're only good for a couple of years. If you got 10 years out of it, you're lucky. Yeah, but they're made fast in a factory. The circuit board, everything is made quickly. Okay, and they're tested before they go out. If they pass the test, because they have to have some quality control. Because they don't have no quality control, you're not going to buy it. But you don't know if it has a QC code. They used to have QC codes. Stuff come out of Japan had QC, quality control. You need that quality control. Without that quality control, you don't know what's wrong with the TV. But you have a chance. Because if you buy a TV, if it doesn't turn on, you can take it back. Okay, and they send you a new one. In the past, they were sending you factory refurbished, and they didn't tell nobody. So that's another thing. Same thing with computers, factory refurbished. I don't want somebody else's problems. And then they were selling surplus computers, computers that they fixed them, but they still sell it out dirt cheap. And you got stuck with these computers. I tried that. It did work. I would buy a laptop, use a laptop, because you don't know what it's been through. A lot of people would still buy them and say, hey, you don't know how long it was used and what's burned out. I used to repair laptops from Dell, IBM, Compaq, the rest of them. Very easy to repair. You have the parts in it, but some stuff you can't repair. If they drink hot chocolate and they pour it in, it can, and the keyboard is locked. That thing is totaled. Replace that and charge back the department, that we supported. They have to understand that you can't have employees eat food, drink around computers, because that's the worst thing you can do. You can short it out. It's cheaper to replace it than sit there and try to repair it, because they don't want to pay for a tech to sit there for hours trying to fix it, and that's too many hours. It's too much money. So that's it. So smart TVs, if you buy them and you buy the right one, because you have a choice. Before you had the Category tube. Remember the tube? If those of you lived through that era, and then it had a flat tube, right? Okay, that was replaced. What you got now, because in 2009 is when we had high definition 1080p HP, and they broadcast over the air in high definition too. So we have high definition TV. Most of those TVs stopped working after a couple of years. Then now we have LED. LEDs out and supposed to be better, lighter, less electricity than an LCD. It's still seldom too. They sell them cheap because people want a TV right now. They don't care. It has QLED. QLED is even better because it's deeper, and then mini QLED. You have so many different buzzwords, but buy what you can afford. Go look at it, and if you have a club membership or Walmart, whatever it is, go look at the TV and see what you like. Remember, the demo that is playing it's made especially for the TV, so. They're not going to show you broadcast TV. They're not going to show you internet. They might show you your favorite YouTube channel. I mean, you could cast it from your phone to that TV if it has Google TV built in. Google TV is actually a little better. Fire TV is getting there, and they're faster now. Fire TV is Amazon. And you have Google TV. You got Roku, and you got LG TVs had their WebOS, which was based on Google back in the, Linux. So you have different operating systems. So you would use what you're using. You might be using an Apple, but Apple TV. There is Apple TV. There's a box that you connect. It can do Apple TV, or you can watch Apple TV on streaming service. Every TV set has all these, because your TV set is now a computer. It can do more than it is supposed to do, but it has all these features, and it's your computer now. It's your internet. You can get on the internet, but why? You can stream everything you can. Streaming services. If you have YouTube, you go on your account, but you're stuck with ads. You might want to get YouTube Premium, and with Premium, you don't see no more ads. But don't worry, content creators like myself and everybody else, you still get paid because you're a premium user, and we get a percentage from what you watch. And thank you very much for doing so. That does help. But they have YouTube TVs, like cable company, streaming the channels to you. Or you can put up antennas on your roof. If you're allowed in your community, you can have an antenna to pick up like 80-mile range. I have two. I pick up 80 miles. It's 240, so it's 80. And I get high quality 1080p. Okay. And Dolby Digital Sound. You know, as long as they broadcast in high resolution, the TV set will pick it up. The new TV we have now, um, it does a lot more. They come with built-in TV. You can watch local TV and send no extra cost. But they stream it over the internet. You still have to pay for your internet service provider. Okay, and that's still data has to be. If you just tap into your antenna system, you got it made. You can watch 137 channels or more. I mean, they got everything, but it has ads. You have to watch the ads and stuff like that, But now you have all these streaming services that you can watch, and everything that you can think of is there. And you can watch anything you want, and any movie and everything. You can have everything they have offering. You're going to pay a lot of money per month, because you don't want no ads. You pay more for no ads. The most expensive one I see is HBO Max and Netflix. But hey, you like your Netflix? You don't want the ads. You can live with the ads. That's great. Some cell services, they give you Netflix included in the price, and Apple Plus too. You have to pay a little extra, but it's not that bad. But you get all that included. But today is a lot different. Then we have cars. The cars are smart now. They have computerized systems. The car can talk back to you. Google TV, Google Assistant, which it should be Gemini in there. Okay, like the Chevy Bolt, EV, all electric. People are buying that because it's cheap. They don't want to deal with gas because a combustion engine. You remember, you have to put oil in it, change the transmission fluid. You have to do all these different things. You have to worry about alternator. You have to worry about all sorts of things. Where the electric one doesn't have all that. A hybrid, similar to electric, doesn't have the alternator, doesn't have this pump, and this other stuff that you don't need. It's the starter. Some of them, the starter is electric motor, so you don't need to have a starter, and you don't have to worry about the alternator. So those two are gone with the hybrid, and the plug-in hybrid, the same thing too. There's a bigger battery, and it allows you to plug in and charge on certain models that have plug-in. But the plug-in and the hybrid still have gasoline engine, and it's gonna cost you money to run those two vehicles. So have to maintain them and everything like that. So it costs more. And there's special tires for the EV. They can't just use regular tires. They have to use tires designed for electric. It's a different tire than you have in your gas engine. So which is better to have. Well, that's up to you. It's up to you because gas is expensive, and you have your big truck, and you can get the same electric in a big truck and big battery and all that. Go almost some of them 1,000 miles. Some of them are really fast, but you really can't. There's no drag racing on the highway, so I don't know how fast you really want to go. But that's the technology. Smart vehicles. A lot of people like it. Some people don't. But they like the old style of vehicle with the carburetor and stuff. Sometimes the electric, just press on the button or just get in your vehicle and have to keep the key fob for your car in your pocket, and the thing will start up 1, 2, 3, and you can talk to your vehicle and have display on digital display and everything. Everything's going. Some cars have that tilt automatically, it's like a gas or a liquid inside that changes with the sun. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's how the sunroof works, and I wish they all have it. A lot of them don't have it. Only certain models have it. Like Nissan Leaf has it as that newer one. But the thing is, you want to go electric, you know what to pay. They want to raise a tax now. If you had electric, 135, maybe 150. The government, I don't know if they implemented it. They were talking about it. The hybrids, there's regular hybrid, there's no $35. Plug-in hybrid, very expensive. There's another price there too. But what can you do? This is what they want to do. You're saving electricity, right? And you're saving on the fossil fuels, right? You're saving and helping your environment, but you get penalized by doing so. People are not reading books anymore. Everything's electronic. Everybody's on the internet. The AI can do everything. Like I said, students might depend on the AI to answer questions because they can't figure out the answers. Nobody's using their brain anymore. The AI can get it, but the AI is not 100%. It still makes mistakes. It's not perfect. It can bog down, go crazy, and start spitting out data it doesn't make no sense. So how do you get around that? Just start a new instance and you have to tell it again what you want it to do, and it'll do it. But that's the problem with them. They kind of lose it because you're feeding it so much information. It can only take so much. It has nothing to do with the data center. It's itself. It can only take so much information, but before it gets confused and gets out of control. So kids and everybody, adults, when you ask it a question, verify. Again, verify it again, verify again, and make sure. Otherwise, before you send any documents or anything out there, you got to make sense. Because if it don't make sense to you, what do you think it makes sense to somebody else? But we have grown. Our society has grown. Okay, a lot of changes, a lot of things. We're still primitive in the computer age. They still haven't gone beyond 64-bit. Cars, electric, we have EV. We're promised fuel cell, but fuel cell hydrogen is so expensive, and it's a nightmare to fill up because it's very heavy, you know. But we were promised so much, and we're still where we are today. We're still primitive. We're not advanced yet. We haven't gone to we've gone to Mars, but we haven't sent anybody to Mars. We sent robots, okay? Smart devices. We've gone to the moon. We sent some astronauts that did a loop, and they came back. I think 2028 is when they're going to go and land on the moon again. So we're going to have that. And maybe by 2030 or 2050, we'll have people living on the moon. They have a moon base, you know? Maybe, and then after that, you know, maybe 2200, maybe have people, you know, a whole society on the moon, you know. And if they figure out how to change the atmosphere and give it an atmosphere, you know, maybe another 3,000, maybe 3,000 before the year 3000 before that happens. A lot of us is gone. This technology here is where it is. My bet is the phone, your computer. Yeah. Where is the transparency? A transparent iPhone, transparent Apple, you know, transparency and holographic technology. A little cube, press a button. There goes your computer. There's your widescreen TV. Why would you want a bezel TV still? After all this time, you know, we're still not, where is it? Waiting for it. I said, hey, your systems look nice, but it's primitive. You know, where's the transparency we've been promised? I don't see it. A transparent large screen. Be easy. It fits in a rack, right on your wall, rack on top, rack on bottom. Boom, it's on the wall, plug in it. That's it. It has all the latest in Wi-Fi technology, because a lot of TV sets, when they release them, they don't have Wi-Fi. Remember, you have 802.11n. A lot of, especially those digital cameras, you spend so much money for. They don't even have Wi-Fi AX, which is 1.2 gig. A lot of the cameras still 300 megabytes. You'd be looking at Wi-Fi 5. That's another thing. That would be like 866 AC, 802.11 AC. It's 802.11.2 AX is 1.2. They have Wi-Fi 7. Wi-Fi 7. That's what I have now. This works with Wi-Fi 7. I only got 2 things in the house that works with Wi-Fi 7. And how is it? It's good. It's better than Wi-Fi 6. You know, Wi-Fi 6 there's a limit, but they have technology now that I got access point. It can do both Wi-Fi 6 and Wi-Fi 7. It's called MLO. It combines both antennas together. It gives you a better speed. It's more stable. It's less, so you have less problems. It works a little better because you're bolting them. But your hardware has to work with it. Okay? Well, again, hey, if you made it to this point, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button, and we got more of these coming. Okay? My name is Albert, and this is Albert's Voice Talk. Okay, we talk about current events and things that's happening around each other, like this. We live in a world that is advanced, but we're still primitive. Okay, we're not there yet, and we want convenience, but we don't want to work too hard for it, because why should we? When you have AI doing everything, AI is going to take over a lot of jobs. It started already. When you call in, you'll find out. When you call in your electrical company, you call in your cable company, you call in any company, that person, hey, hi, this is Joan, gone, replaced by AI. Everything's AI. And that's the way it is. But smart TVs, good for what they are. You're buying one, check my tech channel, Albert's Voice Tech. There's more on that there. Okay, it's just like this channel, Albert's Voice Talk, Albert's Voice Tech. You can check on that, and you know that will give you some insight. But here we talk about what's going on with ourselves and how we're supposed to overcome what's going on and how it affects our lives today. Okay. Hey, again, hit that subscribe button. Trying to grow. We're getting there. Thanks a lot. We're out of here.